Devin Carter. Questions for Devin?
So, Devin, typically when you get somebody who's been somewhere else, you always ask differences. And start with scheme. Scheme a lot different than what you had at NC State?
I wouldn't say it's a lot different. I would say really this whole football thing is kind of universal. So learning the playbook wasn't really a problem or anything like that. But I would say the schemes are kind of similar.
Anything different because mobile quarterback now?
Yeah.
How does that change what a receiver's role is?
I mean, it definitely opens up the offense, I feel, because you can't cover everything. So with a mobile quarterback, it opens up a lot of other things.
Get us to here. Get us from NC State to Morgantown, West Virginia.
I thought about declaring after last season at NC State and felt like I could, make a better mark on the college role. So I felt like I would help myself by transferring and coming to another school. So that's kind of just what I did.
What made you decide on West Virginia? I'm sure you had other offers.
Yeah, I definitely had other offers, but their whole receiver room kind of left, so it felt like this was like the best option for me.
What did, because it's pretty known your relationship with Bryce Ford Wheaton.
Yeah.
What did he kind of tell you about West Virginia, and how much did maybe his sales pitch, for lack of a better description, help influence that, hey, this is the right place for me?
Kind of just asking him stuff like about the strength and conditioning program, about some of the coaches, about just how it is in West Virginia, period, and he kind of helped me out and gave me a good perspective of what I would be dealing with if I came here. And I was like, we're kind of roughly around the same area, so if he can do it, shouldn't really be a problem for me.
You had committed to Penn State
Yeah.
first, right?
Yeah.
So what led to that flip?
I feel like I would get more volume here and more production, basically. So, yeah.
And yet your first game is still going to be
Right.
Peter State.
Right.
Was there ever any hesitation, or how do you kind of fit into the fact that West Virginia, there's a lot of running backs now, mobile quarterback, obviously running game's going to be an emphasis, it even was last year despite the air raid. As a receiver, does that ever make you think, well, how can I get numbers in that type of offense if I don't do have NFL aspirations? Does that go in your mind at all? Are you still thinking about that? Like, how do you?
Not really. I mean, I'm saying, like, when you get the ball in your hands, you just know what you can do with it. So that's all I'm really wanting.
Just making the most of it.
Right. I feel like I'll get more opportunities here than I would at my previous school.
More targets, I guess.
Right.
You got some family ties with West Virginia, don't you?
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit.
So my grandparents used to live in Princeton, West Virginia, and my mom was born in the Welch area. So, yeah.
Tell you any stories about West Virginia?
Yeah, when I was younger, they definitely did. My granddad
What are some of your memories of what they told you?
My granddad used to coal mine, and actually my mom and grandma used to get water from like a actual well, growing up and stuff like that. So it's kind of crazy.
And your mom grew up in?
Like Rotherfield, I think.
Okay.
Welch, yeah.
And before, but when she was younger, then moved to North Carolina, is that right?
Nah, she actually went to West Virginia State.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were in West Virginia until she grew up, and then she got transferred from her job to North Carolina, yeah.
Explain yourself as a wide receiver. If somebody had to ask you, what is your skill set? What would you say?
I feel like I'm a big physical receiver. I can move better than a lot of people think I can, and a deep threat.
When you were talking to the coaches here, were they kind of telling you like they needed somebody to come in and lead the room? Because that's when we talked to Bilal in the spring. He said you kind of came in right away and took over the room.
Yeah, I kind of felt like that was a role I was going to take on or try to take on wherever I went. Try to be a leader in the room because that's just kind of my personality and my traits.
What was your first impression? I mean, 'cause like you said, a lot of guys left. What was your first impressions when you got here? The receivers that were here and maybe the guys that have come over the summer.
I mean, it's a great group of guys. We work really hard, and I see them. They work really hard. I kind of had to step it up when I got here and get on their level. So it was different.
ACC football to Big 12 football, where you're coming from to what you expect to encounter in the Big 12 football?
Not really sure. I would say I was just gonna have to wait until the season to figure it out. But I mean, it's D1, so I feel like it's kind of the same.
Well, how would you describe ACC football?
I mean, you're gonna have tough opponents every week, you know.
Yeah.
So you play them ball, but like I said, I feel like it's really gonna be the same.
How much experience have you had catching passes from left-handed pass throwers? And is there an adjustment going back and forth from Garrett and Nico, lefty, right?
I don't think there's really much of an adjustment. I had a left-handed quarterback, I think the year 2020, COVID year, Bailey Hogman. Yeah, so, I mean, it's not really too big of an adjustment.
Ball spin's different.
Yeah, it spins a little different, but I don't think it's that bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adjustment from you, Raleigh to Morgantown. Raleigh's a pretty big city and metropolitan area. Has
Right.
that been an adjustment for you?
Yeah, it's been an adjustment. But the mountains are pretty, so, you know, it's kind of quiet out here. It's not too much that you can do, really, but, I mean, I came out here for football, so that's kind of what I try to keep my focus on.
Your ultimate goal was to get to the league.
Right, yes,
So
sir.
This
Yes,
is
sir.
the opportunity.
This is a stepping stone, yes, sir.
Why do you feel, or are you even aware of why there was maybe confusion amongst NC State and the program about whether you're going to declare or transfer? It seemed like the coach talked about it at the bowl game, and then you on Twitter were
So,
saying different things.
I mean, at first, that's kind of what I had planned to do. And then after speaking to an agent, he kind of opened my eyes a little bit about, you know, you could try to transfer, maybe get some NIL. I was like, yeah, I mean, I have another year left, so figured I'd try to make the most of it.
Maybe demonstrate more production.
Right. So
A
that,
little body of work there. So
Yeah.
when you go.
yes, sir.
Yeah, that's just going to ask more. What is it that you need to show the NFL, do you think?
Probably a little bit more speed, probably more consistency. That's probably the things they want to see out of me. And definitely production, so yards, you know.
Are you good after the catch? How are you with that?
I would say I'm pretty good after the catch.
Devin, obviously you have a lot of tattoos. I want to give you a chance. Any have special meaning for you that you want to point out?
Yeah, I mean, all of my tattoos really mean something to me, honestly. But, like, I really don't even know where to start, you know? But, yeah, every tattoo I have, it does have a meaning.
Is there any you're like, damn, I wish I wouldn't have done that one?
Nah.
Yeah, all of them have a person.
Yes, sir.
You know the first one?
The first one that I got,
Yeah.
yeah, it was my mom's name, Tammy.
On your left arm.
Yep.
Since you got moved, transferred from what does she do? What's her occupation?
She was a manager. She was a manager, like, retail manager.
Okay.
And now she works with Edward Jones.
Oh,
Yeah.
she can handle your finances?
Oh, yeah, she'll definitely be handling my finances.
Your size, how does it help, play a role as a blocker on the edge?
I mean, first of all, DBs usually don't like to be physical at all. So, and I don't know many DBs that are my size. So, it just gives me an advantage in the blocking game.
Devin, that's kind of interesting that you say yesterday, Shadon Brown was in here, Florida's coach, and was talking about how some of their corners have gotten bigger and stronger. I know you can't compare that to the same a whole lot, but do you sense that there is, whether it's guys like Bishop or Wilson Lamb,
Oh, yeah.
bigger and more visible on the outside?
Yeah, I mean, guys definitely have gotten stronger and bigger over the summer. And it's a difference from spring to now, but that's the goal of, college football offseason workouts.
And then you're not the only newcomer at your position.
Right.
You're like a veteran too. You got a couple of guys who are new to the school.
Yeah.
Who played some football before too. Just through your lens, what do you see with guys like EJ and Noah and even Faison?
Just a lot of potential. Just a lot of potential. The potential is very high in the room. And we're competing, so it's just making us all better.
You see like collective benefits of having a bunch of older people in a room that maybe need some molding or some experience and just kind of get the younger guys going.
Yeah, definitely.
On the other end of that, what do you tell the young guys? Traylon Ray, Rodney Gallagher?
I mean, you
advice
kind of
would
just
talk to them?
try to guide them through their little mistakes that you see so they don't repeat them. Or if it's something that you didn't learn until you were a vet, you try to teach them while they're young. Hopefully they just carry it on with them.
What are you especially seeing from Traylon Ray and Rodney Gallagher, just as a veteran player, just seeing them jump right in, and coaches are saying how great they're looking, but for you?
For me, I mean, I wasn't looking as good as they were looking when I was a freshman, you know. So it's good to see them come in and just start making plays right away.
You hear anything about them prior to showing up and beating them, just in terms of?
I mean, Rodney, of course, but not Traylon really.
What was it like for you as a young player? I mean, when you first got to NC State, and I mean, were there vets there that helped you and kind of
Yeah.
helped you through your mistakes and stuff?
I would say camp was a wake-up call, but it definitely, throughout like my time there, throughout my first semester, it was definitely guys like Kelvin Harmon, Jacoby Myers, Steph Lewis that would lead me and kind of push me in the right direction.
At what point there, because you were there for 4 years, 5 years?
5 years, yeah.
At what point did you kind of feel yourself become the old guy in that room and be the leader in that room?
I would say I became the leader in that room probably 2021. But I felt myself become the old guy last year, 2022, yeah.
When football is over for you, what do you want to do? You want to be in finance like your mom, or no?
Probably entrepreneurship, have my own business, doing something. Not really sure yet, but yeah.
Last year, after 5 years, you know, do you feel you have to, you know, and you transfer? Is it like being reborn again, having to prove yourself again to a new group of people? And
Yeah, it was like, I feel like it was like that in the spring. But since we kind of got a few practices in and we kind of seen what I can do now, and I feel like guys are more focused on the other new guys trying to prove themselves, you know?
is that kind of necessary though to get the producers flowing? And
Oh yeah, definitely.
So last year at NC State, there was kind of a quarterback carousel despite a bowl season for injuries or whatever reasons, and there's a quarterback competition going on right now. Is it, and how important for you at the college level is it to have one guy be the quarterback and have continuity? Because even last year here, there was 3 different quarterbacks that, you know, had time.
Yeah, so I feel like, I mean, really, there was a couple years at State where I had multiple quarterbacks, so I kind of feel like that's helped me though, you know, not worry about who's back there catching the snap. Like I just feel like it's just you make your plays, you know.
The guy before us said in his spare time he works on wood pallets. Is there anything interesting that you do in your spare time that maybe you say, oh wow, it's different?
In North Carolina, I used to go skating a lot, like roller skating.
Roller skating?
Yeah, so that was like one of my hobbies.
One of your hobbies is roller
Yeah.
skating?
Can't do a hill with the hills.
Yeah.
It's hard to stop here.
Right, it's a little different out here.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else for Devin? All right, thank you very much.
Thank y'all so much.